So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And his Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Reset. Come back.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. The ball comes out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans in the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right, and to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies. In the middle, did not play up to their standards. I still thought they were going to win the AFC North. Turned out Baltimore nosed them out. They've got to do some retooling in the offseason.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Covington able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Well, the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. That was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and ended up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On second down, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Richmond. Tiger.
Watson on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for his second sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Roethlisberger under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, the All-Pro team was announced a Friday before the playoffs started. Aaron Donald, the only unanimous choice. Let's see, the Chiefs had 4, Bears had 4. What stuck out to you about the All-Pro team?
Well, it's such a great year for Drew Brees at quarterback for New Orleans, the #1 seed in the NFC. Yet he's only second-team All-Pro because Patrick Mahomes had a magical season in Kansas City.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first and 10, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Monday. Snickers, you got to spin.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Jack 16. AB. Right here. Corner. Jump the ball.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Space to run past the 20. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Hey, we got that. 180.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Jack 16. Iggy! Snickers, you gotta spin! Hey. Look, there's a...
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
4 down. Watch Jack 16.
First carry for James Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. Looking deep. It's caught at the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Due to time constraints, we move you forward into the 3rd quarter. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas.
And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, here's Watson. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Watson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3rd and long, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there, a 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Richmond.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Richmond. Tiger.
And the blitz does come. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now in Pittsburgh. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Snickers, 66. 8.
Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Richmond.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And taking it across midfield.